Trauma is no joke. Narcissistic abuse, emotional, physical, mental, any kind of violence or abuse is no joke, and it is not okay. And you need to have certain tools in your life that you are able to use and be aware of, so that you can handle your trauma, so that you can heal from it, so that you can handle your triggers. Your triggers mean that there are still things within you that need attention and healing. Triggers are always a sign that something needs to be addressed. And especially because you are a highly sensitive being, an empath, a human angel, maybe even a starseed, God's chosen one, we go through so much pain and turmoil and trauma in our lives ever since we are born into this world. Because we're the light bringers, we're the peacemakers. So we just go through these things. And we always have to remember that it is never our fault. It is just how it is. And if trauma has happened, of course it means that there also has to be healing occurring within that person and that person's life. Because there is no point in being always suffering and suffering and suffering. So, how to handle your triggers? Again, a trigger is a sign that needs to be addressed. So it holds a message and a certain feeling, emotion and thought and reaction that happens within you when something happens that gives you stress or reminds you of your old traumatic experiences. So it can have a lot to do with PTSD if you are still suffering from it. After narcissistic abuse experiences, it's no wonder if you still are healing and dealing with a lot of triggers. It's a completely natural part of the healing process. But the more you can face those triggers, you're facing yourself too. A trigger can make you angry. Usually, I think this happens that it makes you angry or frustrated, or it makes you feel ashamed, guilty, feel fearful, insecure about something. Like you're walking on eggshells again, because you were so used to walking on eggshells if you've been dealing with a narcissistic person. And you were looking for validation from them and approval. And so, to be letting go of all of that mindset, those triggers come up. There are signs from your mind, from your body, that, hey, I've still got this pain. I've still got this pain. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Do you feel me? Do you sense me? I need attention. I need healing. So this is what you have to do to handle a trigger. You have to let it come up. I have mentioned many times that you need to let it come up. Whatever you feel, you have to let it rise up. Don't suppress that feeling. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to run away from it, because again, it's your body's way of healing. So it's crucial that you pay attention to it, that you allow yourself to feel whatever you feel, and you have an outlet for it that is healthy and natural, such as crying, such as hugging yourself, such as moving your body, maybe uplifting your energies, dancing, singing, whatever feels good to you. Journaling is great as well. And journaling really helps with the message, because it helps if you write down how you're feeling at the moment, because that is an outlet in itself. if you don't have anyone to talk to, especially. Of course, one way is if you have a friend, for example, who you can call, who can listen to you and understand you in that moment, that you're having a difficult experience, you're having a difficult moment again related to this thing. And, you know, if it's somebody that you can trust, that is healthy for your nervous system. We need people who are healthy for us and for our nervous systems. So, you know, it's not good to be attacked all the time and have your trust betrayed, that you're treated like trash all the time. You know, that is not a healthy life. So, you know, if you have a good person, then of course. But usually here is the issue that when we are God's chosen ones, where we are human angels, starseeds, empaths, and highly sensitive beings, we don't have friends or relatives or partners to talk to who would listen to us. And likely we have always been the caretakers, taking care of everyone else except ourselves. But now is the time when you really want to heal from narcissistic abuse experiences. You have to be picking yourself up and doing what you have to do, and be healing and releasing everything that is not serving you. And in that same process, you have to be dealing with those triggers so that they're not going to take your time and energy anymore. Because, you know, of course, it's not good to have stressful situations in your body all the time. Because a stressful situation and a trigger within your body mean that your body goes into this alarm, that your entire mind, everything about you is basically yelling alarm, alarm, alarm. And so there's a lot of cortisol again produced in your body. And again, it's not healthy to stay in this to fear or not to fear state for a long time and constantly, if it's happening constantly. So no, you need to be healing this pattern, and you have the power to heal this pattern. You do. You just need to be handling those triggers. So do what feels comfortable and natural for you to do right in that moment when that feeling appears, when you feel that, oh no, I'm triggered again, oh no, my pain, my panic attack is rising up again, what can I do? You need to understand that you can handle this. Trust yourself. So the sooner you can tune into peace, the better. The sooner that you can shift into a better feeling state with joy, balance, health, feeling secure, feeling more safe, the better. So you are in charge. Remind yourself that you are in charge, not the other people who have triggered you. So if you cannot talk to anybody about it, write it down. Immediately write it down. Write down how you're feeling. For me, it has helped a lot when I've just been writing down my feelings. Whenever I've been really angry, for example, or feeling very drained out, pissed and triggered for some reason. So it really helps. I can get the energies out. That is the whole point of having a healthy outlet, that you're getting the energies out. But you are handling this in a healthy way. You are not some toxic person who uses other people to project their pain on them. So this is exactly, basically, what also happens within those toxic people when they are triggered, that they just keep on, destroying others. But you don't do that. And it also helps because it has the effect that you are hearing yourself, you're facing yourself, you're facing your own emotions and thoughts and feelings like you're supposed to as a stable adult. And your parents should have been also doing that, of course. Your relatives, your your boyfriends or girlfriends and other friends. Everybody should do this. But it's a lot more heavy for us sensitive beings because we're highly sensitive, we're empaths. So we are always basically carrying other people's problems and issues within our bodies and energy fields. So that makes it so heavy. And because we're so intuitive and sensitive. And so even though that there are gifts, but it also, they also create these difficulties. But again, a trigger is a situation when you need to remind yourself to be on your own side and do what you need to do to make yourself feel better. So maybe take a deep breath and write it down and remind yourself that whatever it is that is happening, for example, if somebody is being mean to you again or, attacking you in some way, remind yourself that you are not to blame for that person's bad day or issues or problems, that you are a separate being from them. It's not your job to carry their problems and their issues. They are responsible for themselves. So you are not a punching bag. So maybe remind yourself about these things. Whatever the message is that is coming through, you need to remind yourself about that. And, what else does that trigger want to say? So tune in and listen. Ask, what is the message that you want to share with me right now? What do you need? So this means tuning into yourself, into your body, into your soul, into your higher self, listening, paying attention, facing yourself, hearing yourself, giving yourself the support that you need at that moment, because you need support. You need to hear, you need to pay attention. And when the message has come out, it helps to release it, to become free from it, and to integrate your experience so that it will get easier from now on. And if you need more help and support with this issue or whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, when you want to heal and thrive, you want to recover and move on after narcissistic abuse experiences, you've been bullied, you've been very traumatized by toxic people, and you need help and support. So I'm here to help. You can book a 1 hour session with me, or you can just grab my self-help book right away, for example, and my free ebook, because they alone will help you a lot if you need help and support right away. But yes, also you can book a session with me, or you can join my coaching program with solution-based therapy for 3 or 6 or 9 months. And we can chat about it if you reach out to me and book my free consultation call, for example.